Well, you're on the John Fredericks Radio Network and the John Fredericks Media app. Great to have you with us. Don't forget all this on YouTube. After the show, we got our YouTube channel back. That's right. They banned us again, then banned us again. 5 lifetime bans now reinstated. That's right. We filed an appeal and finally they reinstated. So I got my YouTube channel back. Tyler's fired up. And all I got to do to get Patrick's segment, all the segments we have and all the cuts and all the shorts is go to YouTube, John Fredericks Media, YouTube, John Fredericks Media, and you're good to go right there. So thank my team for getting us reinstated after 5 years of getting kicked out. Then we started another channel, kicked us out, another channel kicked us out, another channel kicked us out. Then they ratted us out that we were starting channels under different names. So somebody ratted me out. They kicked us out, but now we're back. So it's all good. John Fredericks, all you got to do is John Fredericks Media, YouTube, boom. We're right there. It's good to have you with us. Patrick Mara is with us. He is the chairman of the DC GOP. It's my favorite party now. I love working with Patrick. He's a doer, mover and a shaker, gets things done. So I understand we're going to the, before I get into Churchill Downs here, we're going to the RNC meeting in January in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, no, it'll be great to have you there. It'll be great to have you there.
That's the rumor that we're going there as your guest. And normally Ann doesn't want to go to these things, but I said, hey, in January, you want to go to Santa Barbara? Yes.
Yeah.
Why? I said, don't worry about it.
Yep. No, I mean, it'll be fantastic.
Don't worry about it.
The flight home will not be fantastic, but the experience will be wonderful. The weather will be great, and we'll be surrounded by good Republicans.
I love going to the RNC meetings now that I like the chairman. It's all good. But I love Watley. I thought he did a super job. I had Joe Gruders on my show about 2 weeks ago. I think he's going to be good.
Well, and both the important thing to mention about them is both Michael Watley and Joe Gruders really stuck their neck out for President Trump, dating back to 2015, maybe even before that.
That's right.
So they really they really supported President Trump both of them from the beginning, and so they're stakeholders in all of this from the beginning, not just people who just came out of nowhere.
That's good. Hey, this segment brought to you by Churchill Downs. If you're in Virginia and you see these scam skill games, call the sheriff and get them out. They're illegal. I don't know what's going to happen with Abigail Spanberger. I don't think she's in favor of these. These things are ripping people off. They're prey on the vulnerable. They're illegal. They take your money. They're not regulated. The whole thing about them is horrible. So if you go into a convenience store and you see one of these so-called skill games, which are basically rip-off games that prey on young people, the elderly, the downtrodden, the communities that don't have any money that are putting them in there, get rid of them. Just call the local sheriff, give them their coordinates. These things are illegal, but convenience stores take them, and they claim there's some loophole. They take them because they're actually money making for them because they take your money. So call them up, get them out. This message brought to you and paid for by Churchill Downs. Patrick, I want to get to this power grab in Virginia. We're right over the border.
Yeah.
It's just, I've never seen anything like it in my life. First of all, I didn't see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us were shocked at this because we had passed, when I was in Virginia at the time, I guess it was 2020, we passed a referendum in Virginia that was codified in the Constitution for a commission to pick the maps, and it passed 70-30. People don't want these picked by politicians in a back room. So that passed. And now what the Democrats are doing is they're throwing that out, and they're going to do maps, taking it from 6-5, 6 Democrats to 5 Republicans, to 10-1.
Yeah.
So the gerrymandering, I mean, every district is going to be a snake.
Yeah.
You're going to be in Southwest Virginia, and your congressperson is going to live in Fairfax because they're just going to draw it down to get every Democrat in there. And the only way they think they're going to beat it legally. No, only way we're going to beat it is by defeating this referendum in April. Can you help us?
I would love to help us. We make, as a party, we make calls we just made them into Virginia. We made them into New Jersey, and we're about to do it in a congressional district in Tennessee. But I got to tell you, this is like Trump derangement syndrome is a thing, because I'm sure a number of those Democrats had some principled or so-called principal position where they supported nonpartisan, redistricting commissions, and that's gone all out the window because their hatred of President Trump is so much stronger than what's best for the people of Virginia. And this is they're literally robbing citizens of Virginia because, look, even Democrats should have some Republican representation in Congress, and Democrats are taking that away.
I mean, even if you look at the numbers, normally, even that bad, if you take even the most recent race, it was like 57-42 or something. So 40% of 11 is 5, right? Basically, if you round it up. So that's why Republicans have 5 seats. They want to take it down to 1.
Yeah, no, I mean,
and if they could take it down to 0, they would, but they can't.
Yeah, and if you look at the electoral map of Virginia on a presidential, and you look at this, it's like most of the state is still red, except for Richmond and Northern Virginia. And so this is just, I don't know how this stands.
Well, they're trying to defeat it legally. I have no confidence in that. Yeah. I think what's going to happen, it can only be stopped. This can't go to SCOTUS because this is a state issue. Yeah. So SCOTUS has no involvement. The feds have no involvement here. This is going to go to the Virginia Supreme Court, and they're going to have to rule and take this out. And I just have no confidence because I think what they're going to do is they're going to look at it. They're going to look at the referendum, and they're going to say, well, we'll not rule on it. We'll just wait until see what happens with the referendum. And so right now we have no infrastructure to defeat this. And I'm determined to be the spokesperson on it nationally and get this done. Because if we don't do it, nobody else will.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. And this also goes to show, look, if for Republicans, conservatives, supporters of President Trump, which is hopefully all of those, but this shows the importance of local elections. This shows the importance of the assembly races, the state assembly races, the off-cycle elections. And so hopefully this also motivates Republicans and folks who vote our way to get out to vote in future, even if President Trump is not on the ballot.
Patrick, as the chairman of DC GOP, there's been talk about having a mid-year or midterm national convention. I think the Democrats want one. That's their business. But there's a movement now in our party that President Trump, I think, is in favor of this, of having kind of a national convention. I mean, I know you're in the know on this. What would that look like? What do you see there?
So when I heard this, that President Trump had mentioned this, I instantly texted the chairman of the RNC, Joe Gruters, and said, I think this is the greatest idea ever.
Why?
And it really is, because what it does is it puts a media spotlight and it forces even the liberal media to cover all these speeches, to cover all our candidates for at least a couple nights. Now, where it runs into issues is with the logistics. So a couple things. Number one, at a national convention for the presidency, you have delegates. So I'm not clear as to how one would choose delegates to a midterm convention. And then the other issue is when you look at how the RNC cites conventions, because if you look at the RNC bylaw, the one thing the RNC is supposed to do is put on a national convention every 4 years, and it does. And what we had to do in recent years, we actually had to vote on Houston. I think it's like 2 or 3 years ago now. Houston will be in 28, and we had to vote on that because when you're looking at a city, when you're looking at citing a convention in the city, you would not believe the number of weddings, the number of hotel bookings. They have to block out very large swaths of hotels to make it work. Because the other issue is when you're at a convention, and there are also security situations. You don't want to be in the same hotel with a complete crazy. A lot of these hotels, you have to have security to keep the crazy liberal people out of your hotel who want to disturb you. And so in this case, I'd say the biggest hurdle now would be the logistics of finding a location where you have the hotels. My sense is the number of people attending this convention wouldn't be as great, but it is brilliant in the sense of it gets people motivated to support are congressional candidates or House candidates or Senate candidates, and which also probably helps them raise a little money. But the media coverage would be even the mainstream media would have to cover this thing, right? So it's free earned media. It's absolutely brilliant.
So you'd have to get a site. You'd have to do it quickly because it's got to be in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Right. Now, one of the issues is if it's 3 or 4 days in the summer, you're taking your candidates, a lot of them off the campaign trail.
Yes.
That's an issue.
Yeah.
Number two is who goes. You can't just start an apparatus and say we're going to pick delegates and everybody runs in convention. Right. So I guess you could pick the last year's delegates. I guess that would be one option.
Yeah.
Or you just make people apply or something. But how would that work?
Yeah, I mean those are options.
And what would be the purpose of the delegates? What would the delegates do?
Well, and that's the issue. And so as the RNC members would probably get to go, but obviously that would ruffle a lot of people. That would ruffle a lot of people the wrong way if others were not allowed to go, and others should go. I think that maybe an application process we're able to highlight really the grassroots activists in the party.
Makes sense.
Maybe even the chosen by the chairman or whatever. Yeah, that's a bad example.
Pick me.
Yeah. John, you are a grassroots activist.
Pick me.
But yeah, I mean, to be honest, while it's a brilliant idea, it is, given the timeline, it's looking less likely given the hotel capacity that would be needed.
Yeah, so good idea, not necessarily implementable.
Yeah,
at this time.
Yeah, at the runway we have now, hard to implement. If you look at all the changes that have happened, I mean, frankly, all the good work that President Trump has been doing.
Plus, we got a lot on the plate. We got a lot. On the plate.
And that's the issue.
This whole midterms thing is going to be. I mean, right now, and the thing is, to win, you're banking on, which I have a higher confidence in the Supreme Court than I do in the Supreme Court of Virginia, but you're banking on SCOTUS getting rid of the mandated minority majority districts, right? The racial gerrymandering, which Grover Norquist was just on, and said minimum that gains us 12 seats, minimum. Said up to 19, but the problem is the Democrats will drag their feet in those states and try to stall it. So he says a minimum of 12. But right now, if Virginia passes, we're down 4 because you're going to get 4 in Texas. You lost 4 in California, and then we're going to lose 4 in Virginia. So we're minus 4. Indiana's dragging their feet. They want to play nice or some ridiculous thing. North Carolina, that's not determined. Missouri's not determined. I mean, where else do we have? And I forgot we lost a seat in Salt Lake City. So if the Virginia referendum passes, we're down 5 just going into it. That's tough to make up. Yeah, no. Plus, Maryland's trying to screw us.
Yeah, they're.
Maryland's trying to screw Andy.
They're trying to take Andy Harris away, which is crazy because
what opportunities?
All the people who live in that district will just lose their minds.
What states do we have? Where can we go?
Well, we still have Texas, right?
Well, that's 4.
Yeah. No. The issue we have is the runway here is narrow, but I'm sure the NRCC is looking at it. The National Republican Congressional Committee.
So you got Missouri, they're looking at it. Indiana, they're dragging their feet because the governor says, "Well, it's not right."
Yeah, I mean the problem is the Republicans are principled.
It's tough when you're fighting.
It's tough when you're the good guys, right?
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. It's just hard to. I mean, we just got to get tougher. And I get the whole, Indiana nice. I mean, we've been making fun of them for 2 weeks. We're Indiana nice. In the meantime, they blow your head off with a bazooka. Yep, there it is. Let's play soccer with it. I mean, those days are over. Yeah. This is all out.
Well, especially with Virginia. I mean, that's just,
that is so. I mean,
it's absurd.
Anybody that sees what's going on in Virginia in any Republican state has to step up now. North Carolina, Missouri, Indiana, any other state. The fact that we lost a seat in Salt Lake City, that to me, bigger than Virginia, was the biggest wake-up call. Yeah. I mean, that's a Republican state. You had all 4 seats, and some judge just says, "Nah, we're going to give the Democrats a seat and go with the League of Women Voters." And the Republican governor's like, I'm not going to fight it. Hey, it's a judge. Hey, it's a League of Women Voters. Like, we don't fight.
Yeah.
And of course, she's a never Trumper.
Oh, the judges?
No, the governor of
Utah. Cox.
Yeah.
Spencer Cox.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, guess he's a never Trump or whatever, but he's not going to do anything. He says, I'm just going to abide by it. So there's no fight.
Yeah.
We don't fight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Utah's probably the nicest state in the union. That's the other issue.
Second to Indy.
Yeah. I mean, second
to
Indiana. I mean, yeah, but obviously Utah's has to be among one of our most Republican states at this point. And so for them to see the Democratic
this is the guy we need fighting his battle. We need to put you in Indiana for 6 months and then come back and then go to North Carolina and then come back here. Just like this is put this guy around, fight them all and get our seats. But you agree with me then that any Republican governor now should try to find a way to gain a seat.
I think they need to actively look at ways in which they can be helpful to keeping our House majority. And especially if once you open up Virginia, I mean, these other cans of worms the Democrats have opened up. You obviously California is going to be a disaster because we could lose even more seats there. I think we'll be relatively. I think we'll have the kind of the best case scenario there, but the gloves are off on the Democratic side, so there's no reason that we should.
What Gavin Newsom said? He said, if I knew the victory would be this big, because he got like 65% of the vote. Mm-hmm. Said, if I knew it was this big, I would have gone 52-0, not 48-4. That's what he said. Yeah. 52-0. I mean, these people are. Yeah. I mean, they're playing. He went 48-4 because he thought he had a better chance of winning. Now it's like I just should have gone 52-0. I mean, these people play hardball.
It's un-American.
Well, they don't care.
Yeah, no, I know, but yeah, I guess that not the Democratic Party today. It's a disaster, and so Republican governors do need to step up. I mean that's putting it lightly.
Yeah, is Mayor Bowser going to run for re-election?
I think at this point she very well could, but it's a matter of her winning the Democratic primary against the communists. So that's the issue there. Is because what will happen is
can she get George out of the race? Can she clear the field?
I don't think so. I think Janice Lewis George is running, and this would. Get ready. It would be a complete disaster if she were mayor. I mean, the worst is that I would take Marion Barry.
And even the Republicans that we have, if you understand the district, even the Republicans here, there's about 25,000 somewhere there.
Yeah, so the range is 26, 27.
27,000 Republicans. You could say, okay, well, I'll tell you in the Democratic primary, we'll all cross over and vote for Bowser because she's better than the whack job, but you can't do it because party registration's closed.
They're closed, yeah.
So you can't do it. So you have no choice.
Yeah. So you have the other issue is it's a little bit misleading because that 27,000 number. So Tucker Carlson, for example, when he lived here, I would give him a hard time. He was registered as a Democrat. So he told me he could vote for the less crazy person for mayor in the Democratic primary. Mm-hmm. And so you have some people who have strategically registered. We in all likelihood, we need to probably redo voting generally. We could work with Congress to do that. Most urban areas exercise nonpartisan voting. And if we were to do that, or 75% of urban areas, I should say, but if we were to do that, even if you did get a Democrat, you're going to usually get the less crazy Democrat who comes out and is eventually elected. So it's something
right
we
now
need
it's
to
set
explore.
up where it's set up. I mean, Bowser was going to have to camp. I mean, and they're going to tie Trump around her, but I'm not sure that I'm not sure that the majority of Democrats voting in this primary are going to want to go back to the way we were. I really don't see that.
Yeah,
I really don't see it because the difference in the city. I mean, if you're a middle class, black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, I don't care who you are. I mean, your life is better than it was.
That's
dramatically.
Correct. That is correct.
So why would you then go back? I mean, except for the crazy libtards that hate everything, why would you go back to the way it was, where you can't take your child to the park? Why would you do that?
I think, look, the problem too is that a lot of these Democrats are primarily consuming mainstream media, and so they may not see it the same way because of what they're getting spoon-fed by the mainstream media.
Yeah, but they're living it.
They
Go outside their house.
They're living it.
They see it. They
Yeah.
go on a metro. They see
100%.
it. You go to a bus. They see it.
I think there will be an adjustment that recognizes that, but I think it's still it's an uphill battle in DC because of the mainstream media. They just don't read and see the same things that we read and see.
Well, the media here, especially in DC, is like, it's ridiculous.
And there's
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, the issue too, the local media in DC especially is extremely far left. And they always give the far left person the benefit of the doubt.
Patrick Mara, chairman, DC GOP. Patrick, people want to follow you. Where do they go?
Oh, I would love for them they can sign up on our email list at dcgop.com. I'm on Twitter at Pat Mara. And they can always shoot me an email at patrick.mara@dcgop.com or my executive director at carolina@dcgop.com.
Patrick, thank you. He's the best chairman, best state chairman in the country. He's my chairman, so I'm biased, but I see what he does. But he's a great state chairman, and I'm honored to be on his team as Ward 2 chairman, Patrick Mara team. Okay, guys, thanks for being with us. Michael Patrick Leahy next. We will see you tomorrow, bright and early, 6 a.m. Follow me social media at JF Radio Show. Go to YouTube. Don't forget, go to YouTube, John Fredericks Media. Get everything right there. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.